Hello, everyone. It is October 25th, 2021. I am Erica. This is Nicole. This is Par for the Discourse. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. This is our little weekly check-in podcast. Started during the beginning of the pandemic, and we're chugging along into fall. This is the week of Halloween. And I heard you're making Halloween costumes over there?
You know I always do. I like to do
Always
everything.
homemade.
I'm always creating over here and mending. But I'm not doing too much this year because Violetta is very good at that and she's doing her own. She's making a werewolf costume. And
how's she making it?
I'll have to take a picture when she does it. She's got like this old plaid shirt that's of Eduardo's from years ago that she found.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the dollar store and got this, like, it's not fake fur, actually. It's like some kind of cleaning sponge thing that we're gonna cut up, like microfiber, and it looks like fur to like glue it coming out. I don't know. She's got like a tail she made and some ears. It's hard to do things with face because of the mask thing now. Like you can't, I don't know. She's gonna try to make something to go on top of the mask to make it look like a wolf, but that's what she's doing. And I'm making Alex a bat costume.
Like an actual bat, or
Not Batman, like a bat.
with like
Yeah.
with the wings and everything?
Yeah. The thing about Halloween here is it's like our Halloween in New York is like Carnival here, meaning like American Halloween, especially New York, you dress up as anything. Where here it's only like scary stuff, which I think actually is what it's supposed to be, technically Halloween, but you know. And then Carnival is dress up as anything. And I remember the first year I lived here, well, I mean, obviously I wasn't participating, but the first year
Nobody's dressing up like Dorothy.
Yeah, exactly. I dressed Violetta up as like a jellyfish and everyone was like, what the, what is that supposed to
I
be?
don't know, that's scary to some people.
Sorry, it doesn't fit into your witch and pumpkin bubble, but.
Oh, so it's a very, you're supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So not that there's any good trick or treating or anything here.
Do people get like gory, like blood dripping and stuff, and like
it's very zombie-ish?
Remember our friend who just would dress up as one thing and then zombie it?
Or slut it up.
Slutty zombie version of Pocahontas, of a flight attendant, of a Indian princess. Yeah, it was like a Pocahontas, and then there was it was just then zombie it.
Yeah, it's like, let's take it's Halloween, let me get my tits out and put some blood on my face. Like,
well, that's, you know, it happens everywhere. And with global warming, I just assume that Halloween will get to be more and more like that. Because it was always like whether or not it was going to be warm, depending on what outfit you would wear.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain a lot this week, but last week was so beautiful. The weather was so nice. It was crazy. I think it is gonna be like just as warm this week here in New York. Hasn't really gotten cold. But yeah, I guess I Halloween will be on Sunday here. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some candy and sit out on the stoop.
That's always,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I asked my brother, I'm like, are you giving out candy? He's like, oh no, I shut it down. He's one of those, I shut it down.
Well, like I've told you, like we're on the Parkway here, so we do get a little bit of foot traffic. And if we sit outside, like people won't come to your doorbell and ring, but if you sit out, you know, there's people walking by. What else? I wrote down Halloween. Did you see this? I guess we talked about the Alec Baldwin situation and with the guns on set, and like how did that possibly happen? It's such a crazy, I don't know if you're up on.
It's on the news here as well, like it's big news. Yeah.
Well, because I think people are asking like, well, how does that even happen? And there is something fishy about it. I mean,
Yeah.
why were there live rounds on set anyway? And
is that something that happens that we don't know about, or is that just a fluke thing, or what? Or was it a setup? I don't think it was a setup, do you?
well, that's what I think I mean, is there any way that somebody intentionally targeted him, or somebody just maliciously like throwing live rounds into these blanks, or was it known that he was going to get that gun? Like, that's
I'm sure the theories are rolling, like.
Yeah, it's really good, but it's very sad. I mean, he obviously had no,
No, I know, as much as I dislike him, I mean, that's like, come on.
I thought he just didn't like his wife.
Well, then you automatically have to not like him, because he's like, well.
He wasn't, well.
I could appreciate him, let's put it that way, but I do see him as a little bit bullyish, but what.
Yeah, he's an interesting person. I can't imagine that this isn't gonna really be very, very hard on him.
Yeah, especially being a person who's anti-gun. I mean, it's like, how do you live with that? It's a mistake, but you killed somebody accidentally. I mean,
speaking of women that we don't like in Hollywood, and I like to keep that list short because I don't like to just hate on women I don't like, but there are a few that you and I have talked about that I'm not really a fan of their approach to things. Did you see this actress Olivia Munn? I'm not a fan of hers.
no opinion really, too much of her.
And recently got a lot of plastic surgery to look less, I don't know, she looks more like a Barbie doll than she was pretty, like, and now she looks like I don't know, she looks plastic. Anyway, so John Mulaney, comedian, left his wife, went into rehab, started dating Olivia Munn. She got pregnant. They are now breaking up because he cheated on her while she's pregnant.
I didn't read about that. I don't follow them too much, but.
No, like, this is just our friend, that the blog that we follow, they were talking about it this morning, that there was like a big story over the weekend that he started cheating on her with another celebrity, which they didn't say who.
And she's pregnant?
Olivia Munn, yes.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
So went and like cheated on his wife with like, and then got pregnant, and then like she hasn't even had the baby yet. She hasn't even had the baby yet, and he's already
keeps going. Yeah. Oh God.
And
this is not a good look when you're coming out of rehab.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? This is like,
I don't know how his stand-up gets funny. Any like, how can he? I mean, like, I mean, it's just like his whole life is its own craziness.
drama. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also so messy because it's like celebrities and stuff. It's like, it's anyway. I just heard that this morning. I was thinking of like women that female actresses I'm not big fans of. She was one of them.
I never really had so much of an opinion of her, honestly.
There's a lot of reasons. If you see the article, it links to old gossip about her. Like, she did something really mean. She was like mean girl to other actresses and stuff on a show. Yeah. There's like a whole thing about her.
Well, I'm always interested in making fun of people for making themselves look bad.
Yeah, no, she was very exotic looking when she kind of, whatever show she was on, I don't remember it, but I watched it. I can't remember the name of it. She was on a show I watched, and she was very like interesting looking. And whatever plastic surgery she's got now, she looks she looks whiter.
Caucasian, yeah.
Yes, I think. I mean, she just, I'm sure you can find those side-by-side photos very
Oh, I
easily.
can't stand that. It's so awful. Like,
Yeah.
can't you just age and look?
Well, also, like, you know, now she's pregnant, and, you know, I don't know personally, but you do. You change, your body changes, doesn't your face changes, like so much about you changes through a pregnancy. Like you're already like messing with your face before you go through, like, you know, it's like these the younger people getting plastic surgery. It's like, why would you want to? I mean, I could almost understand like you know, fix your crow's feet when you're older or something, but I guess they say starting younger is how you maintain that plastic look.
I always wondered about the people who get like breast implants and then get pregnant, because there's a lot going on there, and like, I don't know. I think that's
I
screwed.
thought you couldn't breastfeed anymore because they have to move
I
or
don't
maybe that,
know.
no, maybe that's when you get your nipples pierced. Sorry. Different
Wrong.
procedure. Different procedure.
Same area, different game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I would think that's an interesting thing. So that was
you're in the house. You're in the house.
Yeah, Ronnie is away this week, last week and this week. He came home for the weekend, so we just spent the weekend together. And now I have another 5 days by myself, which I am just gonna, I'm hunkered down at home, taking care of the dog, hunkered down.
You know that I haven't heard you say that in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in that mode. I did get out last week. I was in the house all week except for one day. I went all the way to the Upper West Side to meet a friend for oysters. And I had a really nice, I got there a little early and it was such a beautiful day, and I walked all up the upper Central Park West alongside the park. And it was just so beautiful. I loved it. I was like having all these crazy flashbacks at different times. You know, like I said, like 25 years of living in New York. There's just so many different times I've like, you know, like I had a job up there for a little bit, but I worked, or I went to college on the other side of the park. So we would go over there a lot. My roommate worked at the boathouse. Remember Mary?
Yes.
She worked at the boathouse. I remember she would bring home, you know, like you get the arrangements at the end of like a catering thing or whatever. And I think she was the coat check girl at the boathouse in Central Park. And she would bring home these like beautiful arrangements.
Like centerpieces.
Centerpieces and stuff. Like, you know, she was like, what can we do with this? We put it on the table, and like, you know, because we had these like, I remember our apartment was really big that we had for our housing apartment. And
those kind of walks and things that you did, those are nice things to do alone too, I think.
Yeah, so I should do some more of that, especially if it's going to be nice this week.
And fall is like I don't know what it is, but I love walking with like in the fall. I don't know, the leaves changing, and it's like
I got a little nervous because I wanted to like get dressed up. Remember I told you the last time I saw a friend, she got mad at me because I had a sweatshirt on. She was like, will you please get changed? But she did let me wear comfortable shoes. I got dressed up on Thursday and I had these boots, like kind of half ankle boots, and they had like a little bit of a heel, but I have not worn any kind of heel in so long. Like I've been wearing sneakers and you know what I mean? Comfy. And as I'm walking and I'm like, oh, I hope these don't start hurting my feet. Like, you know, but I was fine. But the whole time I'm like, did I make a mistake wearing these shoes? But it was okay. It was good.
Yeah, especially that you walked that far. That's not great.
I did. I got off at Columbus Circle and walked I think it was like 81st or 82nd.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's really nice.
Well, I'm in my house too. I'm not going out because I had like a little thing with the neighbor the other day and I'm like I'm avoiding people. I'm on that side of things again. I'm like, you know what? I'll stay to myself here.
One of your neighbors right in the,
It's not a neighbor in my building. It's like one of the adjoining in the complex here.
do tell.
It's actually the father of a friend of Alex's. So I think I've told you a lot about this guy. He's very annoying. His wife is very annoying. He told me all about his like sperm count. Remember this guy?
Vaguely, yeah, that's
Very, just a giant loser overall. But I tolerate the guy because,
down in the courtyard.
yeah, because the kid is friends with my kid. However, this is an important detail. We don't like this kid.
Does Alex like him?
Yeah, but the kid is like,
Yeah, but he doesn't know any better.
but yeah, he doesn't know any better because they'll get along. And then the kid is actually, and I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but the kid is mean. And Eduardo can't stand the kid. Like he's actually like growled at this kid, like behind his father's back, because the parents are like, behave yourself, honey. And he's like sticking his tongue out at people. He's like calling people idiots and morons. And he's just, everybody comments on it. It's not just me. Everyone's like, look at this father. Like the kid tells the father what to do and he's doing it. It's like, it's a turnoff. Okay. So it's getting to the point now where like the kid, he does cruel things and he snickers when he does it. He's like, and then he'll like get his foot ready. Yeah, he'll get his foot ready to kick someone down the steps of the slide and he's like smiling and I'm like, he's a sociopath. And I don't want my kid to fall down the steps and have to go to the hospital for a broken neck because this guy's father doesn't say anything. The kid's spitting off the top of the slide. Behave, come on, honey. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to get in fights with people because I have to see them. But the other day, Violetta was down there with her friend trading cards when all this was happening, some kind of cards they have. And the father gets involved. This guy gets involved. He's like a big chooch, my grandmother would call him. Like, is a 44-year-old man trying to like trade cards with 10-year-old kids? And Violetta must have said, can you give that card back to my friend? Because he was supposed to give that one to me. And he goes, no, it's too late. You already traded. A fucking grown man says this. So I don't like to talk shit about other adults in front of my kids. I don't. I say that for you. But she comes over and she goes, he's the worst. She says it really loud in English to me. She goes, he's the worst. He just traded a card and he won't give it back to my friend. And he's like, I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm done with these people. We're done with these people. I'm saying this like
out loud, like, can he hear you?
Yeah.
I'm done with these.
It's the beauty of speaking another language. I'm done with it.
Yeah, he
He doesn't
understood. So no.
No, he's not. He doesn't know any English. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with these people. So I was like, you're right. The kid's an evil brat and we're not coming down here again. So whatever. So I don't want to have fights with people, but I'm like, he starts texting me, you guys going down tonight? No, sorry, got other plans.
I don't know if I mentioned this before. Ronnie and I are rewatching All Sopranos. And there's so many words and I'm like, what does that mean? Chooch.
Oh yeah, my grandmother used to say that all the time.
Chooch.
And you know where that came, you know where I heard that come up again? That Italian show that you suggested to me that we were watching at the same time. The one, My Brilliant Friend, is that what it was called? Because I remember watching it and with the subtitles, obviously, and I heard like, and I was like, and then I looked at the bottom and I was like,
the female chooch
is like an ass, like,
yeah, like he's like stupid,
a stupid ass, like jackass.
Jack, yeah.
And my grandmother used to call people like a big chooch or something like that. So. And then I always grew up thinking like, wait, you don't know what that, like, oh, you don't have that in your family?
Well, that's like a lot of the phrases like I've heard But then every once in a while they'll say something. I'm like, what the fuck did they say? But then sometimes he's just like completely mispronouncing words on purpose, which is funny. But this kid reminded me of a show I told you that I watched with this guy from, did you watch Gossip Girl? Gossip Girl was
Never
so
got
good.
into it.
Like post Sex in the City, but it
Yeah.
was like a high school show, but it was very like Sex in the City. They always had like great outfits and stuff. And what's her name with her gorgeous blonde hair? Blake Lively. The kid, Penn Badgley, is the actor.
Mhm.
He's in this Dexter kind of show. It's called You, and the third season came out. I burned through that show over the last couple weeks here and there. I knew Ronnie wouldn't want to watch it. It was one of those ones where I was like, I will watch it when he's not around. So I finished it up this week. And it's funny because he has these like memories of things from his childhood, and he was a sociopath and would do shit like that. Like he kicked somebody down the stairs when he was a kid. And they'd have these flashbacks to that. Oh yeah, he was like, well, no, because he had to figure out how to control that. It was kind of a Dexter-y kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds like a Dexter thing. Yeah.
But it's all like kind of also intertwined with being like a stalker too. So Dexter didn't really, he was all like
No,
killing
he was,
people, they were bad.
yeah, yeah.
He's like killing people to get them out of the way for somebody he's like stalking. And he's like a very creepy stalker.
Yeah.
And it's like current day. So it's like internet and stuff. Like he finds out so much about people. It's creepy. Anyway.
It sounds like this kid. This is his future.
I actually forgot that I said something to you about it, but I didn't write it down. And I was like, oh, this kid sounds just like, because they do these flashbacks to his childhood and why he's like always trying to save his mother.
And I hate these people. I'm sorry. I hate these people that are like, they're just kids. It's just kid behavior. No, it's not. Like,
is that chalked up to helicopter parents or whatever?
No, I just think it's assholes. That's what I think it is. Because, yeah, I know I'm a mother, a teacher. I've been around kids my whole life. I know the difference between normal bad behavior of kids, normal stuff that like, that's mine, or whatever. But like laughing when you hurt somebody, to me is like, that's now you've gone like evil.
Yeah, you may need to take this kid to somebody.
Yeah, I think he has a problem.
Yeah, he needs to talk to somebody. What do his drawings look like at home?
Should I ask?
Yeah, can I see his coloring book, please? Is there anything written on the walls in his closet?
It's like red rum. Yeah. Yeah.
It was on the TV the other day. Like I walked by and it was on.
I love it.
I was like, yeah, that's a good one. Actually, yeah, I'll watch a couple, get in the spirit of
home. I always watch Shining around Halloween time. I love that movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, maybe.
It's a scary one. Come on, it's psychologically scary.
The maze.
Have you ever seen the interviews though, like, or the making of that? I watched like some additional stuff on that movie. And what's her face that plays the wife? Shelley Duvall, is that her name?
Yeah.
They treated her, Stanley Kubrick really treated her badly on that set. Like there was a lot of bullying. Like I don't even think it was, I think it was very well known thing. I don't know.
He was a psycho.
They like, I don't, or maybe it was part of the movie. They wanted to like get her in the spirit.
Yeah, like really scared and freaked out, abuse her. So she's really in the her method acting on this. You don't watch Succession, do you? That one.
I started and I know everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, it's starting. I told Ronnie I'd wait until he gets back and we'll catch up. Cause it's like airing every night now. But they said the one guy is a method actor and it's, they're all being interviewed now and talking about how difficult he is.
Oh.
That stuff was so funny.
Did you finish the Steve Martin and the Only Murders?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you were right. It's gearing up for another. Are they going to do another?
But you guys were right. You predicted that that woman was.
I thought, yeah, but then I was like, she stabbed herself. I'm like, maybe. And then she had the note on the door that sees some, but see,
Yeah.
that's what she said something about this isn't tied up yet. And then she, yeah, and that was the first scene when the show started. I was like, oh, right.
I liked it though. I thought it was like entertaining, that show.
Yeah. Yep. I bet you they've already filmed the second season. It's already
I don't know.
done.
I didn't hear anything about it, but yeah,
Where are we at on time? How do we do?
we're doing pretty good. We should
All
wrap
right.
it up soon.
Chooch.
Chooch, that is the word for the week. A grown man who behaves like a dickless little boy. I don't know.
So did is Alex the same age as the kid?
Yeah, but he's much, this kid is much bigger and he's not kind. He's just not a kind kid. But
Yeah.
I put up with him these years because I'm like, well, it's nice that he socialized with somebody that lives here. But the kid has just gotten increasingly, and he's in his judo class too. So that's going to make it even more. Can't tolerate these people.
All right.
What
Well,
can I do? I don't know.
I can't wait to see the costumes, the scary Spanish costumes. They're not, so no kids are like walking around like Wonder Woman or Superman, Spider-Man. You're not going to see any of that.
No.
None of the costumes that look like they're just pajamas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice try.
Yeah, I always like those, like they just look like the Spider-Man top and bottom pajamas, and you just
It's
put
funny because last year, I usually am big on like making stuff and I like to do that.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
last year because of COVID and everything, I was like, I'm not bothering. And I went to the store and I bought Violetta like a pair of tights that had like skeletons and pumpkins and different things on it. And she was like, I look like such an idiot last year. That was like not even a costume. You just bought me like, it was just like tights. Well, that's partially in the spirit. I
It's
know.
kind of
It's nice.
when you're grown
It's
up.
like, why
unless-
even bother?
I know I have this one shirt with skulls on
Like
it, and
bones.
that's what I wear. Yeah, that's what I wear to hand out the cook candy to the kids.
That's an effort.
Skull shirt on.
I think that's an effort. It counts.
That is, it's gonna get.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I want a full report when you finish. I can't even say the name anymore, but after Jason Sudeikis hosted SNL, I remembered you said you had started it. So when you
yes.
finish,
Okay.
how far along are you?
I think I'm on episode 8.
Okay.
I'm almost done. Yeah, episode 8.
Go right into season 2.
Yeah, I have to get season 2 and then yeah. Does season 2 have like about the same amount of episodes? All
I
right.
think it's 12,
Okay.
12 or 13. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
good. It's fast though, right? Like
Yeah.
to burn, right?
It's one of those easy ones.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you next week.
Trick or treat.
Yep. See you on all how
Oh, I'm not gonna be here. We'll
no,
have
but
to-
Monday. We'll do it
No,
on
I'm
Monday.
not gonna be here. I'm gone.
Oh,
Saturday,
we're-
Sunday, Monday.
We're taking another hiatus?
No, we can do it Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. All right. So November 2nd. All right.
All right. Bye.